In this video, I'm going to share with you guys my core values for the Coaster Scouts YouTube channel and how these core values are going to be a direction that I want to take my YouTube channel here in the near future. I'll explain all of that and more on the first episode of David's Inner Thoughts. Hello everyone, this is David from the Coaster Scouts, and today I've been thinking a lot about one aspect of my videos that I've been using in each and every one of them that I haven't fully explained to myself and to you. And today is a day where I'd like to fully address that topic. As many of my viewers have seen, I often use a banner that says "For Courage and for Community." Now, this banner itself was supposed to be the focal point of the channel. It was to address the direction I wanted to take the YouTube channel in general. And throughout all of my time experimenting with my videos and building myself up video by video, I haven't taken the time to fully address that banner. And by not addressing that banner, I've made myself feel as if there's no direction for this YouTube channel. I have had no direction in what I'm doing and what's the moral purpose of building each and every video that I have and thinking of new series that I want to bring to the channel. And so today, I want to address the values that I have for this channel and how it's going to direct this channel from here on out. This video will be an affirmation to myself and to you. And in many ways, I believe that this video should have been done much sooner. But now's the time to get this through. When looking at the For Courage and for Community banner, there are two main values that I strive for this channel from here on out. The first value is courage. That's what I have in For Courage. In my own words, I see courage as the willingness to accept that you have fears. And with those fears, you have the ability to overcome those fears and develop yourself into a more able human being. To be able to be the person that you are meant to be. I remember vividly when I had my life before roller coasters. Before roller coasters, my life was controlled. My life was controlled by fear. It was the penultimate emotion that I had, and anything that was outside of my comfort zone. It was apparent, it was controlling, and ultimately, it was detrimental to myself and my personal development. I remember vividly, throughout my time when I was a Boy Scout, that I had to do a swim test in a lake for my Boy Scout troop's annual aqua bumming campout. I remember there were many times where I was extremely petrified in going in the water to do a single little swim test to make sure that I was ready and willing and prepared to embark on all the other merit badges that were offered throughout that camp. I was greatly scared of what could possibly be in the water. It was unsettling to not know what was going on in that situation. And without knowing what was going on in that situation, I clenched up. I kept myself in. I made myself reluctant in going into the water, doing the simple test, and going on into continuing my merit badges. I remember one time where I was so scared of doing the swim test that I vomited myself. Made myself leave early, making people think that I was sick, which technically, yeah, I was sick with fear. And during that time, it was ever expanding, ever controlling. It made me more isolated than anything else. And with that, it just made me not the person that I am today. I'd say the person that you see before the camera is somebody who has developed courage throughout the years. And really, the first step towards that courage was riding my first roller coaster. I know that when I was going to the amusement park that day, I was challenged to do a roller coaster. Though I was still scared about my wits, I did it. And thankfully, I'm very grateful that I did that. Because that ultimately made a kink in the wall of fear I built around myself. And throughout the years afterwards, I started to deconstruct that wall and learned to be more outgoing, more willingness to accept challenges, to be courageous, and being able to be the full person that I am today. I know that this simple little story might be hard for other people to see or experience, but in the end, it's a tale of my story, my life story, and how one event changed everything. And upon that one change, I'd like to give that back. I want to give that to other people who have often felt in similar situations. I know that with the videos that I've made, I'd say it takes a good amount of courage to put myself online. And in many ways, I'd like to start developing more videos to address fear, to help people understand it, how it works in the mind, and from there on out, help them develop courage as much as I did. Often that would mean putting them in similar situations that I had, situations that may be difficult for them to experience. But in the end, courage always wins out over fear. And I want to make sure that there are others who learn and grow from their experiences of fear and taking it down to become a fuller person and to be who they're meant to be. The way that I've seen myself. And I want you guys to learn and grow in the same similar path that I have. If you have already learned to develop courage, that's great. That's wonderful. And upon that, I encourage that those who have learn to teach those who have not. There's many people out there who are living in fear. There are many people out there who are living in fear. And I owe it to myself and to yourself to take upon the value, the challenge of teaching courage to others. That is the courage part of the Coaster Scouts, for the courage of others and the courage of myself. Being able to put myself out there on the line, whether it be socially or physically, and being able to learn and grow from those experiences. That's what it means on the For Courage of the For Courage for Community banner. The second piece of the For Courage and for Community banner is based around the value of community. The main value of For Community is to develop a fellowship with roller coaster enthusiasts and people who share the same values as myself. I know that when I've made myself here on YouTube and with many other places such as school and work, I wanted to develop an opportunity to build friendships, to build relationships with others for whom I have not been able to. I know that throughout all of my time, I've been rather silent and rather secluded by my own will to stay around in the same similar areas. But I've always been wanting to go out and meet others, to develop a fellowship for this channel and for those who feel the same way as I do. In fact, many of the series that I made for the Coaster Scouts YouTube channel has more or less been centered around that value. With the Coaster Scouts stories, I often like to share experiences, share fun things, share things that caught my attention, things that could help build friendships with others, and tell them about the fun experiences that I've had to help them understand who I am and how I enjoy my time in amusement parks. The Tall Man's Perspective series more or less shows my opinions. This gives me the ability to express my thoughts and opinions with others, and hoping that others learn and grow upon those as well, to develop opportunities to communicate with others. I've been very grateful for those who have commented with me on the YouTube comments and all the friends that I've made over the years. But in the end, I still want to learn more about people who are in the roller coaster community niche, which I haven't really been a part of for a long time, and I want to make sure that I have the opportunities to go out into that community, to engage with others, and work myself in that way. The YouTuber roller coasters is another part of that community piece. Is like showing my love and appreciation for other communities out there that I've enjoyed, and the creators in those communities that have given me an inspiration to create on my own. It's been wonderful to make a roller coaster for iDubbbz TV, and I still want to make more for other YouTuber creators that have been wonderful, such as Urinating Tree. Probably say people like Rebecca Parham from Let Me Explain Studios and Odd Ones Out. You guys have been wonderful at telling stories. I feel like I'm a part of the community in that sense, being able to learn from them and grow from them in that similar fashion. And more or less, these new series that I'm thinking of making would continue upon that path of community, if not for courage. Very grateful to have made a small community here on YouTube. But I'm always willing and grateful to learn from others, grow from others, and really see what other people think about similar things that I have made for myself. That's also the same reason why I thought about having a series dedicated to showing you guys who I am, so that way you guys understand myself, my values, and hopefully I can find people who share the same values that I do. But in the end, the For Community piece of the For Courage and For Community banner will always stay towards developing a positive group morale to communicate myself with others in ways that I haven't been able to before. That is the community piece of the For Courage and For Community banner. And with that, the For Courage and For Community banner will always express this channel's main core values and what I want to strive towards for this channel from here on out. I'm very grateful that you guys have taken the time to look at this and learn from it, grow from it, and ultimately see where I'd like to take this channel from here on out. I'm very glad that I have a direction for this channel. It makes things a lot easier for myself to create. And it gives me a full motive for this endeavor that I'm sure will give me plenty of opportunity to fulfill those core values and express those values throughout each and every video that I will make in the future. But for now, it's time to withdraw from my thoughts and give you one last thing to say, and that is thank you, every single one of you. You guys have shown amazing support for myself, and I'm grateful that you guys have taken the time to subscribe, comment, and give me feedback on things that are great and other times when they're not so great. I've always been grateful to hear perspectives of others, especially of those who are not particularly of my own. I remember fondly from a movie quoting this line: "A wise man learns more from his enemies than a fool from his friends." That doesn't mean that I don't want friends. No, I'm very grateful to have friends, and I'm willing to accept more throughout my time on this earth and who I am today. But it's always important to learn from what other people have and what they think differently from myself. People who think in different ways often give you the opportunity to learn in very different ways. And in that sense, it often makes me wiser to learn from others and gain knowledge from others, as well as reflecting upon myself, seeing what I do wrong, and learning to take a chance to stop, make a change, and set myself towards a better outcome. That's why I made this video, to showcase the values that I support for myself, and ways that I want to express myself via the Coast to Scouts YouTube channel. It feels great expressing this and giving you guys this video. I'm grateful for every single one of you, and I'm grateful for the videos that I will make in the future. But for now, this will be the end of the first episode of David's Inner Thoughts, and I'll actually see you guys next week, because this week coming up is my spring break, and I have more time to work on the videos, so work on another video within a week's time. I'm very grateful for you guys' help and support, and I'll see you guys then. See ya.